Everyone says to stay away from South Nanaimo due to crime, low desirability of schools, and the lack of access to the ocean. The only place to live is North Nanaimo, they say, which has a substantially higher cost of living than the South. Are these naysayers correct in their assertion that the south of Nanaimo is a no-go zone? Join me as we look at this historic neighborhood and why many people may be missing out on the good life here in South Nanaimo. People usually think of any area below the hospital as South Nanaimo, but technically there are three different communities here: the Old City, the University District, and South Nanaimo. This video will focus specifically on the south of Nanaimo, or as it's known locally, Harewood. Before it was known as Harewood, First Nations referred to this area of Vancouver Island as the land of Wakasaya, roughly translated as a faraway place. If you want to read the fantastic history of this area, click the link above, which will take you to the Nanaimo Historic Society. Harewood, as we know it, was founded in the latter part of the 1800s by coal miners and has a rich history of industrial development and then decline. Over time, this became a community of Nanaimo, and many family names still exist here from the first settlers that arrived like 100 years ago. Today, South Nanaimo is one of the fastest growing communities of the greater Nanaimo area, with many new developments currently being constructed and others planned for the future. These homes provide a more affordable option for home buyers than what you're going to find up in the north of Nanaimo. Harewood's median sale price is around $650,000 for a single family dwelling. Now, if you want a home with a suite for larger families or potential rental income, then the median sale price for a home with a suite is around $850,000. Pricing is very low if you want something smaller, like a condo or townhome. The median sale price is around $450,000 and $425,000 respectively. You can find some insanely cost-effective townhomes for young families in South Nanaimo, but I have to warn you, there are not a lot of options for condo buildings down here in Harewood. Now, if you have wee ones, there are 3 elementary schools in the south, including Bayview, Georgia Avenue, and Park Avenue. My favorite by far would be Park Avenue Elementary. It's surrounded by fantastic new residential subdivisions, making it great for young children to make friends. The high school, or the secondary school, is John Barsby, which is known for its strong sports programs and outstanding athletic facilities. Right next to the high school is one of the biggest benefits, which is Harewood Centennial Park. It has had significant upgrades over the last few years. The Centennial Park has brand new artificial turf fields, and this is where my little boy actually learns to play baseball. It also has a massive playground with the latest equipment, and my little daughter loves to go and explore this area, especially while my son's playing baseball. There's also a water park, lacrosse arenas actually, skate park, and so much more to entertain your little ones throughout the year. If you do want to explore nature though, Colliery Dam is one of my favorite parks in Nanaimo away from the ocean. This 3-lake system has copious walking and biking trails. People love to fish, swim, and paddleboard in this quiet oasis. There's also a spectacular waterfall that I love to visit when it snows, which is rare, but totally worth the 10-minute walk. Now, Colliery Dam is definitely for dog lovers, as there is a lake devoted to off-leash fun and endless exploration. This is a great place to meet people who also love dogs. Just be prepared to get a little wet as the dogs are getting out of the water and shaking off. And also make sure you get your dog license through the city of Nanaimo, as bylaw officers are known to patrol these woods. Now, before we keep going, if you watched the video so far, or if you're planning on relocating to Vancouver Island, I highly recommend that you subscribe or give us a like. We love making these videos for you guys about relocating to Vancouver Island and all the special things that you can do here. And if you have any questions that we haven't covered in this video or any of our other videos, please put them down in the comments below. We love engaging with you guys. Now, without any further ado, let's get back to talking about Harewood. Now, as for shopping and amenities, there are 2 large shopping centers in Harewood. University Village, which technically is part of the University District, but it's kind of right on the border. This has groceries, a drugstore, pubs, restaurants, and fast food. And this is also where you get your morning fuel, Starbucks or Timmy's. Now, I don't know who you like to support. Technically, Timmy's isn't owned by a Canadian company anymore, but whatever, we all need our caffeine in the morning. Now, Harewood Heights is the second option, and it is a newer shopping center. near the most recent construction developments and has groceries, a pharmacy, and other essentials for your daily life. Now, let's not forget the countless locally owned businesses that have been serving the community of Harewood for years. Little George's Pizza, which is great for pizza and pasta. Tin Market, which I absolutely love the banh mi subs there. I think they just renamed it though, so if my visuals don't align with what I'm saying, I apologize. And the Nanaimo Shoe Repair. I've been going there for years to fix up my shoes. They fix up my cowboy boots when I need them. Great little place to go. Remember, they take cash only. And there also is a new place called Sip Pub, which I've heard is absolutely great, especially for their craft beers. Now, let's talk about the burning question that everybody gets into when they're thinking about relocating. The biggest question about South Nanaimo or Harewood is crime. Most crime happens on the east side of this community, closer to the waterfront. The corridor along Victoria Ave is notorious for addiction and drug-related crime, which is unfortunately being experienced across most cities in Canada. Now, one thing we need to keep in mind is that a lot of the supportive services for homelessness and drug addiction exists along the Victoria Ave corridor. Now, more recently, in late 2024, to many Harewood residents' surprise, a 59-unit supportive housing project was announced at 1030 Victoria Ave with little or no consultation from the local residents. Now, I do not argue against the need for these vital services, but the lack of warning has upset many in the area. So, knowing this, where would I personally want to live in the Harewood community? My favorite area of Harewood is in the far west next to Colliery Dam, where I'm currently standing. The houses here are beautiful and surrounded by nature, and all the amenities you need are just footsteps away from your front door. And did I mention you can actually get ocean views from some vantage points in this area? Inevitably, I hear the same thing from people around the world as they read horrible comments about Harewood and they would never consider living there. I would encourage people to believe nothing of what they hear and only half of what they see, which seems counterintuitive considering you're currently watching and listening to me on YouTube. Now, in that spirit, I recommend exploring this area and drawing your own conclusions about this beautiful neighborhood. The people here have a strong sense of community, are family-oriented, and as friendly as can be. With that in mind, I hope you get to live the island life soon. And if you want to learn more about relocating to Vancouver Island, I would definitely recommend you check out this video right here or this video right here.